So I don't know if Darren Sammy had explained the brand of West Indies cricket. But going from the record back in 2016, just before the T20 World Cup final against India, a reporter asked him about the West Indies brand of being a boundary hitting team. And Darren Sammy replied to the reporter then was this: "You have to stop us from hitting boundaries. That has been difficult for opposition once we get in that swing." So clearly the West Indies brand, or should I say, I would like to interpret the West Indies brand having no more detail. And the man who made this quote in 2016 is now talking about the West Indies brand. And this is what he said in 2016. So I'm thinking that he still has that approach. And when you look at how Augusti and Joel Andrew got out, you have to wonder, you are now thinking then that this is the brand. The brand of West Indies cricket is a boundary hitting team for T20 at least. So limited to T20. It couldn't be for Test cricket. So the brand of our T20 game is a boundary hitting team. And I'm coming to that conclusion based on this statement that Darren Sammy made in 2016 before the final of the T20 World Cup when he was captain. Now, from the record, most of the times, probably 95% of the time in T20 cricket, the team that is the most boundaries end up winning the game. The team that score more runs from boundaries end up winning the game. Right? Yesterday, for example, 49% of Nepal runs came from boundaries. 49%. That's low. That's why they made only 148. And the part of the West Indies, 44% of our runs came from boundary. That's why we lose. We did not hit as many boundaries. Our percentage of boundaries were not high enough. So I agree with the theory, and the facts bear it out, that most of the times the team that win matches in T20 cricket are the teams that hit the most boundaries. That's what the data is showing. If you look even at West Indies recently, the highest score that West Indies made recently in a T20 International, I think it was against Australia in St. Kitts and Nevis. We made 213 or 14, something thereabout. We scored 68% of our runs from boundaries. 68% of our runs in that match were from boundaries. Now, Australia, who won that match comfortably in the end, 80% of their runs were from boundaries. 80%. So why is it then our brand is to hit as many boundaries as possible, but these other teams are hitting more boundaries than us? If that is our brand, why? I think I know the answer. And the answer, I have given it a number of times on this channel, but I really think I know the answer. But there's something else that I want to say and want to look at. When England scored 300 runs against South Africa a few weeks ago, you know what percentage of that total was boundary? 75%. 75% of that total was boundary. When Australia beat West Indies, scoring the 215, 80% was boundary. So you're going to say, England made 300, but only 75% were boundary. Australia make 215, but 80% were boundary. The lesson I got from that is that if you want to make really big scores in T20 cricket, you not only have to be good at hitting boundaries, but you have to run hard between the wickets.